Everybody, let's take a look at some business news now. Their work is to check that everything is as business says it is, from the petrol in your car to the machinery that runs manufacturing to power our economy. The South African National Accreditation System is a body under the Department of Trade and Industry. They oversee the verification of things such as food labels, blood tests in accuracy, manufacturing, public health, safety equipment, construction material, you name it, in fact, everything that you see. Well, here to tell us about their work is the Chief Operating, or the Chief Executive Officer, I beg your pardon, Ron Josias. Ron, good to have you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, Len.
So you were telling me that the accreditation, the South African National Accreditation System has been around for 40 years.
Yes, about 40 years, started in 1974 under the CSIR. We dealt specifically with calibration. It operated as a Section 21 non-profit organization and became a public entity in 2007 with the promulgation of the Accreditation Act.
Yeah. Now, tell me, what is accreditation? How do goods go about achieving accreditation?
Okay. Accreditation is basically a confirmation that the bodies that verify, or laboratories, certification bodies, inspection bodies that test, certify goods and services are competent to perform that task. And that competence is required for ourselves, firstly, to make sure that, as you rightfully in your introduction indicated, that if I go to the petrol station today, we know the petrol price came down sometime. We want to know that we're actually getting what we're paying for. So there's verification bodies that do that work. And SANAS is the body that verifies that they're competent to perform that task. The same goes, for instance, in the medical area. All the medical testing we do, the blood that we donate, for instance, we want to make sure that when you donate blood, that it is safe and for yourself, firstly, also for those who want to use your blood. So the accreditation play a role in that, in all those specific areas. In the areas of trade, for instance, it provides the trust to consumers, national consumers, regional consumers, international consumers as well. They want to know that if they consume this product, it's safe. Producers that produce goods and services, they want to know as well that if we export goods and services to another country, we won't be subject to same testing, same requirements. It would be accepted automatically. So it holds various benefits to regulators, to the businesses, as well as to us, me and you, the consumers of those products.
Yeah. You know, I mean, we look at food labels because that's a big thing, and people wanting to gather if it's sugar-free, fat-free, free, if it's got what ingredients it's got in. But sometimes it can be, and I was at a very interesting summit recently where they were talking about, it was the Consumer Goods Summit, and they were actually talking about the different labels on foods and how deceiving they can be. Whether you're buying a bottle of olive oil, you think it's olive oil, but you actually look on the back and there's like 5% of olives in this oil, which for me as a consumer, I don't even think about. But how does that get through? I mean, if every good should be accredited?
It's quite an interesting question. In fact, I was just last 2-3 weeks ago, I attended the WTO TBT agreement, the World Trade Organization, where they discussed these kind of issues. And a large part of the discussion between countries was about labeling, the indication of safety and so forth. That is where conformity assessment, accreditation becomes important. It verifies basically that whatever your claims is on those labels, that indeed that is what is in the product as such. It's not mandatory for all organizations to be accredited or for all bodies. And therefore, we still do have sometimes some challenges in those particular areas. The onus and responsibility still lies with the manufacturer, it still lies with the producer, the person who puts that product on the market. And in such cases as well, in South Africa, we have other bodies as well, such as the NRCS, the National Regulator for Compulsory Specifications. They do the market surveillance, so they will go around to the shops and they will test it in an accredited laboratory. They do the various inspection. Their inspection bodies are also accredited, and through that processes we would be able to eliminate and actually identify these non-conforming products. There's also processes in place, for instance, also through the NRCS, that deals with at border as things comes in, working together with SARS, making sure that the goods that comes into our borders, into South Africa, are indeed being verified and tested. So there is a lot of checks and balances in place as well.
Excellent. Well, Ron, is there a website people can go and get more information?
Sure. The website is www
Yeah.
sanas.co.za.
So that's sanas.co.
sanas.co.za.
Okay, .co.za. Go out there, have a look and see what the accreditation body does and find out more information. Thank you for joining us here on the program. Ron Josias is the CEO of SANAS, talking to us about accreditation here in South Africa.